Hey guys, welcome back to the Hess Project. I'm John Ordolaza, and I'm here to talk about episode 4 of Star Wars The Bad Batch. If you guys haven't checked out my reviews that I posted already about episodes 1, 2, and 3, go check them out right now. You know that I'm a little skeptical going into the 16 episode season, how they're all gonna be about 30-minute to 22-minute episodes. The first one was about an hour 17, I think, which I was very excited for, and I loved every minute of it. It was really cool. It was like a little mini movie within the Star Wars universe, and I quite enjoyed it. Now, we're seeing with episodes 2 and 3, they're kind of bringing things downscale and doing things that I'm not really into. Like, there's a lot of filler stuff in the first half of Clone Wars, because I'm not even done with Star Wars The Clone Wars yet, but there's a lot of filler in that I'm not really into. It does a lot of, the characters are just sitting around, not doing anything, and then it focuses on someone else for a little part of the episode, and then it just brings you back to the characters you love, but they're not doing anything. And it almost feels like the show knows that it can do that because you care about Anakin, you care about Obi-Wan, so they can just lay back, chill for an episode or two, do something small, whip out a lightsaber for a quick 5 seconds. I was starting to feel like they were doing that with episodes 2 and 3 of The Bad Batch, but surprisingly, episode 4 came out of nowhere. It's still 23 minutes long, including credits, so that's a bit of a bummer on my part, but hey, I still enjoyed it. They ended up pulling off something really cool here. They brought in Fennec Shand from The Mandalorian. You recognize her. She's the bounty hunter that worked alongside Boba Fett in season 2 of The Mandalorian, and she's really cool here. You see her on her mercenary She's tracking down Omega now. This episode, the Bad Batch drop down onto a planet and they land on this dude's landing pad. That same guy goes back into his office. He calls up someone saying they got the target, and he's talking about Omega. Then it cuts to a shot of Fennec Shand on her spaceship looking at a hologram of Omega. Why is she hunting down Omega? I don't know. That's the best thing about this show and the best thing about Star Wars in general. I love when they introduce mystery and intrigue, and you just have to be patient and go along with the ride and the story to figure out what's going on. Let it slowly unravel before you. I love that kind of storytelling in general, and it just lends itself perfectly to Star Wars. I'm not going to be reviewing the sequel trilogy for a while now, but all I'm going to say is that's what I think that trilogy was missing. A lot of intrigue and mystery. They did have the whole who's Rey's parents thing going on, but The Last Jedi kind of like set it in one stone, and then The Rise of Skywalker broke that stone and just dropped another one right there. So it was kind of being played with, and it just fell flat to me. But when mystery and intrigue can be done well in Star Wars, like the original trilogy, even the prequels, and in Mandalorian, it's something special. Now again, you have Tech and Wrecker kind of relegated to fixing the ship, sidelined. I keep forgetting, is Tech Echo or Echo Tech? I'm getting them a little mixed up, but two of them are just stuck at the ship, fixing it for the whole episode, sideline, and they're just not doing anything, which is unfortunate because that's kind of what the entire Bad Batch was doing all of last episode. Then you have Hunter with the other one, Tech or Echo, I can't remember which one, I don't know why I'm forgetting at the moment, but they're with Omega and they're trying to get more credits. As the Galactic Empire is taking over, they're implementing their own Imperial chain codes, Imperial currency. It's wild. It's only a matter of time until we see the full-on transition from clones to stormtroopers. That's going to be a really cool episode. I would love to see that moment of like the outfit change. It's going to be really cool. What if we see a cool little battle between the clone troopers who betrayed everybody versus the stormtroopers who are going to replace the clones, and then we finally see the stormtroopers hit their targets? That's gonna be awesome. Wishful thinking, guys. I just think that'd be a cool moment, a cool little battle to see Storms and clone troopers going at it. I would love to see that. Jumping to Omega for a second, she's still kind of a little bit annoying in this episode. I don't want to dog on her the whole time, but she does do something stupid. She's playing with this clone trooper doll. This animal takes it, starts running away with it. She starts chasing after it because she cares so much about this doll, right? She's literally chasing after it, runs away from Hunter just to get this stupid doll, and then she bumps into somebody, falls on the ground, loses the dog, or the dog actually tosses the doll away right next to her. She's like kind of near it, and then she doesn't pick up the doll. Fennec Shand comes up to her. She says, "You need help?" She's like, "Yeah, I need to go back to my friends." She helps her up, and she doesn't grab the doll. The doll is like right there. Why not? What was this whole sequence about? So you can run away, so you can get away from Hunter, so you can be with Fennec Shand? To me, Omega's coming off as a little bit of an annoyance, and that's unfortunate because there is so much potential to be had with that character, her technically being one of the defective clones like the Bad Batch. But in my opinion, they're just spending way too much time trying to mold Omega into this baby Yoda child role, and it sucks. I'm not into it. But once Hunter realizes that Omega got away from the group, he runs after her, tries to find her, finally does, sees Fennec Shand standing next to her. I feel like he knows who Fennec Shand is, which is kind of cool. They kind of already had some weird relationship going on. Like, they knew who each other were. They knew what was about to go down because she already had her hand right above her blaster. He had his hand right above his knife. And if you're going into a gunfight with a knife, you're either dumb as shit or you're a badass. And I think Hunter's a badass. I like his character. So Fennec Shand starts shooting at him, then it ends up into this big chase. It kind of harkens back to the chase in Attack of the Clones with that one bounty hunter who was trying to assassinate Padme, and you have Anakin and Obi-Wan going after her with all the street cars, the flying cars going all over the place. That was really cool. It was a little CGI heavy there, but hey, dark scene, it kind of hit it a little bit, so I appreciate it there. And it was really cool in animation. So yeah, this episode felt episodic and a little flavor of the week-ish, but it did just enough for me to get back on board, get hyped for the next episode. I'm really excited to see what they do with the rest of the season. Maybe we get a little toes dipped into the original trilogy timeline. That'd be interesting. That'd be really cool. This has potential to cross paths with the Solo movie and Rogue One. Who knows? I'm excited for it all. Guys, let me know down below, have you gotten a chance to check out the Bad Batch series? It's on Disney Plus. We're about 4 episodes deep. The first one is probably the best one, and then the second two felt kind of flat in my opinion, but this 4th episode kicks it up a notch and gets the action going in a 23-minute span, so I'm glad for that. Anyways, guys, let me know down below what you think. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and be sure to stick around, guys, because I got a bunch of content coming your way, and there's always more to come.